Good morning, garden friends. I'm over here nice and early on a Saturday morning because it's been so hot lately. Working in the garden is much more pleasant if I come and do it early in the morning. So I wanted to just shoot a video so you can see how the garden is growing this week. I'm up here in one of the front beds. This is where we have lots of broccoli. Look at that beautiful broccoli. All these tall green plants are broccoli, and there's quite a few small ones too. We planted new ones. There's a little broccoli. Let's see, these I just got in the ground about a week ago. Most of them are doing okay. Look at this one, looks like somebody's been chewing on the leaves, but hopefully it'll be all right. And then over here next to the broccoli plants, we have cauliflower plants. I have 2 rows of cauliflower plants. A couple of them don't look so good. That one, it's got a little bit of green. Maybe he'll make it. Gardening is sort of a process, right? Sometimes the plants thrive where we put them, and sometimes they don't like it either. There's not enough sun, or there's not enough water, or anything. I don't know. These guys, though, when I put them in, I made sure to get our watering. These are for the automatic watering system. So they are getting plenty of water. So I think that's why they're doing really well right there. Okay, so over in the next bed, you can see I've got extra water running. So we do have our water on a timer, but when we plant new plants, we call them starts. When we put starts in the ground, we like to give them extra water because, kind of think of it like a human baby is kind of fragile and needs extra care, right? Just like that, in the same way, baby plants need a little bit of extra care, so we give them a little extra water. You can also see, so in this bed, I have planted beets here, and then all these other little sprouts are what we would call volunteers. They just sort of came up. We didn't intentionally plant them, but those sprouts are for these marigolds. So our marigolds just have dropped their seeds everywhere. So I have beets here, a couple of rows of beets. That's the red, the green leaves with the red stem. Those are beets. And then all of these little sprouty bits, those are marigolds that decided they wanted to grow here. So they're in the background. To the left of the sign that says marigold, you can see those are tall kale plants. And then along this side of the bed, I have some baby kale plants that we just put in also about a week ago when we did the cauliflower and broccoli. So we have some different baby kale. Here's a big kale, and here's more baby kale. Look at that one's really happy. He's a lot taller than the rest. So that's a type of kale called winter boar kale. So its leaves will be a little bit different than this one. This, I think, is lacinato, I think. I'll have to double check and see if that's what we planted there. But that's the one with the curlier, crinkly sides. And these guys have curlies on the edges. And then another thing I wanted to show you. This is really exciting. I think I showed you in the last video too. So indulge me here because I really enjoy these. This is our birdhouse gourd. We have a whole vine. There's the pretty white flower that's hopefully going to get pollinated by our pollinators. And that vine is all over the place. Look, it's all the way over here. Here's another little itty bitty birdhouse gourd that we hope will grow into a nice big one. I'm trying to remember what some of the questions were in my Google form that you all filled out. I love all the responses, and I was so excited to hear that so many of our students are seeing bees and butterflies and lizards outside. And I know my friend Dominic commented on this pumpkin, and last time I recorded it for you, it was green. And I just wanted to show you and it's starting to change color. It'll probably take a while for it to get orange all over the whole part of it, but look, there's another orange spot. Isn't that so exciting? So the pumpkin is starting to ripen. It's got probably a couple more weeks at least before it's completely orange. But I thought that was exciting to share. And then let's see. Oh, I don't know if I showed this to you last time, but we have a watermelon plant over here. It's kind of small, but I think it's doing pretty well. This is a watermelon vine, and it's got a couple of branches. Look, there's a flower. So we'll see if we can get a watermelon to grow. That would be really exciting. Here's a pretty squash flower. Oh, I love how golden yellow it is. Look, and there's a cabbage and some chard. And remember these pretty tall plants with the white flowers, that's our buckwheat. Right? And then let's see, look right here. These yellow flowers are yarrow. Yarrow actually has different colors. Some yarrows have white flowers. And I think I've seen some pink ones, but I'm not 100% sure. But the yarrow we have in our garden right now is yellow, so that's our pretty yarrow. And then over here, I wanted to show you the milkweed is flowering, and it looks so pretty. Remember, the milkweed is the host plant for the monarch butterfly. So hopefully we'll get lucky, and the monarch butterflies will find our milkweed and lay some eggs here, so we can watch a monarch butterfly caterpillar hatch and go through the process of turning into a butterfly. Remember, that's called a chrysalis after the caterpillar eats and eats and eats and gets really big, right? And then it makes a chrysalis. And then it emerges from the chrysalis as a butterfly. So hopefully our milkweed will attract some monarchs, and I can get good video of that for you. But I thought it was real pretty to see it in flower. Let's see, so here's a squash. I know one of my friends wanted to see more red flowers. I got to figure out where the red flowers were. I'm not sure if they were interested in the roses or if it was the zinnias. So I'll have to go see where I can find a red flower. Here's our purple beans. I love that so many of my friends, I think especially Mrs. Gage's class, I know Lorelei and Sierra were both very interested in what does a purple green bean taste like. So I love that you're all wondering about those ideas. And from my experience, believe it or not, a purple green bean tastes just like a regular green bean. It's funny that I'm saying a purple green bean. A purple string bean tastes just like the green ones. But it's really pretty, isn't it? Because we all love purple so much. I wanted you to take a peek at this little plant over here. This is called California fuchsia. We have a couple of baby California fuchsia plants in the habitat garden, but this one over here at the end of our veggie garden has been in the ground for a few years, and it is really a happy plant. It likes that spot. Okay, so let's check on, here's some baby pea plants. I'm gonna come give them some extra water because looks like maybe just because they're baby plants, they could use a little help. And let's see, oh, I'll walk by the strawberry bed. I know everybody loves looking for the strawberries, right? Let's see, I spy, there's a strawberry. And here's some more strawberries. They're not red yet, but here's another red one. So let's see what else. Oh, look, there's a strawberry flower. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the flower. Isn't that so pretty? That's where the strawberry will grow. All right, friends. Well, there's what's growing in our garden this week. Oh, you know what? I totally skipped the tomatoes because they're hiding behind all these marigolds. But look at this beautiful tomato plant. Look at that gorgeous golden tomato. Did you know that tomatoes come in a lot of different colors? So this plant here produces these beautiful golden yellow tomatoes. And I don't know if we really have any of the ones that are sort of purpley black at school, but I do at home. I have one that's kind of purple, so I'll have to get a picture and share that with you. So yeah, there's our tomatoes. I totally forgot about them. I need to pull some of these marigold plants because they hide our tomatoes. But also, what else do you see right here? Are those peppers? I don't know for sure if they are jalapenos or if they are a different spicy pepper. But they are some kind of hot pepper. So if you have a chance to visit the garden and you like spicy salsa, please feel welcome to harvest one of those peppers. Maybe a couple. I'm not sure how many it takes to make hot salsa, but remember that when we harvest things in the garden, we want to take only a small amount. One, maybe two of something that's super tiny, right? Because there are, I don't know if you realize, since we haven't all been able to get together in person, there's 216 students at University Elementary. So I would love for all of those 216 students to have a chance to come and harvest something over here at the garden when their families are able to bring them. And if you want to do a little bit of work to help the garden while you're here, you could do things like, look at this. You could pick up some trash. There's a little bit of trash in the garden. The trash cans are just right over there behind the bench, behind that tree in the pot. There's a trash can. So you could do that. You could pull weeds. This whole area right here is just a walkway. So really nothing should be growing, but these weeds, they find water wherever they are and they grow. So yeah, if you want to come by and pull weeds and harvest a tomato and a pepper and maybe go home and make some salsa, yeah, I would love to hear about it too. So be sure and take pictures and you can share it with me on the weekly Google form. All right, garden friends, I hope you are staying safe and not too warm, given that our weekend's going to be really hot, right? Stay inside where it's cool with a fan maybe, or if you have a pool. I don't have a pool, but we just go outside sometimes and use the sprinklers and run around and get wet that way. So, all right, take care of yourselves, and I will be talking to you again soon. Bye, garden friends.